I'm James Galvin. I work at Daniel Galvin. I'm going to be using the Shoe Amira products today. We're going to create the perfect blow dry. Okay, Eva, product-wise, I'm going to start with a mousse on your hair today. So just into the palm of your hand, probably need about this much in your hair. I'm concentrating on the crown at the moment because I think we're going to have a little bit of lift on the crown. And also, I'm going to apply a little bit of the protective oil, the nourishing protective oil, just to the ends. Absolutely doesn't need it on the roots. It's just going to make the hair a bit too heavy if we do. Tiny little drop, you know, into your hands. And again, don't overdo it with this product because it will make the hair too heavy. And it's really important that you don't over dry the hair. The thing about having a good kind of full, lustrous blow dry is to kind of work at it when it's probably from about 70–80% dry. So you want to wrap it back up, you want to heat the hair up, as I've showed you before, just kind of into the back. What that will do is the heat will circulate all around the brush. It's going to create the bend, and then it's really important to cool it down. Why do you cool it down?
So it holds.
So it holds. And then direct the heat at the root, in here. Don't burn yourself. There we go, okay. Then maybe you want to just kind of come from the top now and start smoothing it this way. Perfect. So then you keep going all the way to the ends. Make sure these ends get tucked in nicely because you don't want the ends to look buckled. And then put the dry back down and then just take it out and wrap your fingers around it and give it a little twist. There we go. Look at that. See? So what you would do, Ava, is you would use that same technique throughout the whole head. Okay, I'm just going to give you a tip, okay? Sometimes people want a little bit of extra lift kind of on the crown. So in order to kind of get that to set, you can still carry on doing your blow dry the same way you would have done, but just start on the crown and I'll just show you. Okay, so if you have a section clip, just wrap the hair around your hands and your fingers and just secure in place. And you grip, and that will just stay like that. So then when you take that out at the end, you just have a little bit of exaggerated lift on the crown. Okay. So what we're going to do is just around the face now. We're going to blow dry all forward. Okay. Just pull it all forward and down, and then what you'll do is you brush it back and instantly you have that little bit of movement around the face. So with the same technique, but not quite as much. You don't want to create too much bounce sort of around these areas here. So what you're going to do, you kind of think about the portion of the hair that you want to dry. Okay, so then what you find is the hair just wants to fall away a little bit more because it lifts it forward and then you're pulling it back. Just a little tip at the end. What you want to do is you don't want anything too set, so you kind of want your hair to be free. What you tend to do is just give it a good blast all over. Don't be scared about messing it up. It's absolutely fine because that just kind of makes it a little bit more disheveled and again makes it a bit more current and less of a kind of a red carpet blow dry. If you have any loose kind of flyaway ends, which is quite common after you've had a blow dry, they tend to want to misbehave and kind of stick out and annoy you. One way to kind of tame those bits down, you're going to have to use a little bit of rough moulding pomade. It's another shoe product, just a little bit. Don't slap it straight on the root, put it too much on the root. It's just, again, it's going to be a bit too greasy. Just kind of be gentle with the hair. What you want to do is try and get these bits to kind of stay down and almost get hidden underneath. So just by kind of doing this, you can almost flatten them down. Okay, and just at the end, just going to use a little bit of this texture wave. It's a fantastic product, adds a little bit of grit back into the hair, kind of also gives it a bit more texture and makes it feel slightly less groomy. How's that feel for you, Ava?
Lovely. I've never had it so bouncy.
There we go. It's the perfect blow dry.
It is perfect.